what are those layers, guys? Now you can see presentation layer, we can see web layer, we can see business layer, and we can see persistence layer. Okay, presentation layer contains logic for user interface. Presentation layer contains user interface logic, that is UI. Presentation layer contains user interface logic, that is UI. Okay, now to display that, to develop that UI, we will use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, like that we are going to use several technologies to develop that presentation layer. Web layer contains the logic to handle request and response. Web layer contains logic to handle request and response. Presentation layer contains user interface logic. We are going to use HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap to develop that presentation layer. Web layer contains logic to handle request and response. We will develop controllers, filters, interceptors as part of the web layer. They are going to deal with request and response. Business layer contains business or service layer. We can also call it as business or service layer. Business or service layer contains business logic and integration logic. Business layer or service layer contains business logic or integration logic. The core logic of the application will be available, like sending an email, sending a message, accessing third-party web services. The core business logic of the application will be available. The core business logic will be available in the business layer or service layer. Integration logic means web service communication. If one application is communicating with another application, then that is called as integration logic. Okay, good. So if you take any web application, that application contains multiple layers. First one is presentation layer. Presentation layer contains user interface. UI part will be available. Now web layer contains logic to handle request and response. Got it? Now presentation layer contains user interface. Web layer contains the logic to handle request and response. Now service layer is also called as a business layer. It will contain the business logic of the application, and it will also contain integration logic. Integration logic nothing but communication from one application to another application. Communication from one application to another application is called as integration logic. Got my point? Okay, cool. Next persistence layer contains database communication logic. Persistence layer contains database communication logic. DB interaction logic will be available in the persistence layer. Presentation means user interface. Web layer means the logic to communicate with request and response. Request and response logic will be available. Okay, cool. Cool. Good. Good. Now, persistence layer contains database communication logic. Business layer contains a logic to communicate with other applications, or the core business logic of the applications will be available. Will be available. Very good. Good. Now, if we want to represent that in the diagrammatic format, okay. Now here, user interface will be available. This is called as UI. Now here, controller will be available. Here, service layer will be available. And here, persistence layer will be available. And here our database will be available. Okay. Now, user interface. This is web layer components. Nothing but multiple controllers will be available in the web layer. Login controller, registration controller, forgot password controller. Now here, UI components. Multiple components will be available for the UI. UI components will be available here. Okay. Next one, web layer components. Nothing but our controllers will be available. Right? Now, business layer components. Multiple business layer components will be available in our application. Business layer components will be available. Service classes, business classes will be available. Next one, persistence layer components will be available. These are also called as DAOs. Some people will call them as DAOs. Some people will call them as repositories. Here, this is called as our database. Are you guys clear with my point? UI components. There will be a communication between UI component and web component. When user performs some operation on the UI, the request will go to web component. Web component will talk to business layer component. Will talk to business layer component. Business layer component will talk to persistence layer component. Will talk to persistence layer component. Persistence layer component will talk to database. Okay, so this is called as layered architecture based application. In your terminology, we can call it as layered application architecture. I'm sorry guys. So this is called as layered application architecture. So in the layered application architecture, UI components will be available. UI components will deal with presentation logic. What should be displayed for the user in the browser? What information should be displayed for the user in the browser? That information will be displayed. That logic will be available as part of UI components. Clear with my point? Clear with my points? Okay. Look at the diagram and see how the layered architecture based application will be available. Look at the diagram how layered architecture based application will be available. Guys, did you get the clarity on what is layered architecture? What layers will be available and what is the purpose of the layer? Presentation layer, web layer, business layer and persistence layer. Now, I will give you one requirement. I want you people to develop that requirement. I will give you one requirement. I want you people to develop that requirement. Come on. Can we take one requirement to develop that by using layered architecture? I will give one requirement. Can you guys develop that by using layered architecture? By using layered architecture. Okay, cool. Now, let me give you that requirement. It's just for our knowledge purpose, guys. This application I am taking just for our knowledge purpose to use all the concepts that we have learned so far. Okay. Requirement is very simple. Here, I will give book name, book price, book name, book price, book author. Now, here I will give one method called submit, button called submit. Name, price, author. Book name is one field, book price is one field, book author is one field, and submit is one button. Submit is one button. Simple. Name is a text field. Name is a text field. Price is also text field. Author is also text field. And submit is one button. Submit is one button. And here I will give one hyperlink called view all books. I will give one hyperlink called view all books. Okay. When you click on submit button, that book record should be stored into database table. And when you click on view all books, that book data, all the books which are available should be displayed in a table format. All the book records should be displayed in the table format. Now, when you click on view all books, now it should display like this. Serial number, book name of the book, price of the book, author of the book. Serial number, name, price and author. I just want you to display this data in table format. Serial number 1, name is some J2 SE, price some $300, author Gosling or Kathy Sira. Kathy. Next, serial number 2, I'm giving this as Hibernate. Price I'm giving as $350 and author Gavin King. Right? Third, the book name that I'm giving as Spring. Price I'm giving as $400. Whatever you save, that data I just want to display Johnson. I want to display it as a Johnson. So I want a table to display like this with books data. This should be in another page. Okay, good. So this is my requirement. Here I want to give one small hyperlink plus add new book. This is my requirement. I want you to develop this application. I want you people to develop this application. Now, the details. Requirement. Develop a web application to store and retrieve books data using layered architecture. The requirement is very clear. Requirement. Develop a web application to store and retrieve books details using layered architecture. Develop a web application to store and retrieve books details using layered architecture. Form fields. Book name, book price, book ISBN, and submit button. Book name, book price, book author, submit button. Book name, this is going to be a text field. Book price is also a text field. Author, this is also a text field. Submit button. View all books, hyperlink. View all books, hyperlink. View all books, hyperlink. When user click on, after entering the data in the form, after entering the data in form, user will click on submit button. Then book data should be stored into database table, and it should display, and success message should be displayed on the page. When user click on view all books hyperlink, when user click on view all books hyperlink, all the book details, all the books information should be displayed in table format. Book name, book price, book author, submit button, view all books, hyperlink. When user, after entering the data in form, user will click on submit button. Then book data should be stored into database table. And success message should be displayed on the page. When the user click on view all books hyperlink, when the user click on view all books hyperlink, all the books information, retrieve books data from the database and display in the table format. Retrieve books info from database table and display in web page in table format. That is my requirement. Can you guys read the requirement here? This is my requirement. Can you guys read the requirement and try to understand this requirement? Guys, we have learnt the concepts, bits and pieces. We learnt Spring Boot. Some people learnt data JPA, some people not learnt the data JPA. We learnt WebMVC architecture. We developed a simple web application login and registration also. Now, here we are developing one application with industry standards, real time. with real-time industry standards, we are going to develop our application. Got it? Layered architecture we are going to follow to develop our application. Layered architecture we are going to follow to develop our application. So first I have given the requirement. So I want you people to develop a form. I want you people to develop the form. I want you people to develop this form. Okay. Now you need to think and you need to do that. Whether we need to use the binding class or not. Whether we need to use the binding class or not. Those things that you have to understand, guys. You have to understand whether we need to use the binding class or not. You have to understand. Okay. Fine. Book name, book price, book author, submit button, view all books. After entering the data in the form, user will click on submit button. When user click on the submit button, the data should be stored into database table. Sir, which database we need to use? You can use either Oracle database or MySQL database. You can use the H2 also, embedded database. If you know H2, you can use the H2 database. If you don't know H2, you can go with the MySQL or you can go with the Oracle database. You can use any database. I'm fine. You can use any database, but I want your application to be like this. Layered architecture. UI component should be there. Web component should be there, business component should be there, persistent component should be there, and form binding classes will be available anyhow to capture this form data. Now, you guys think on this requirement. You guys think on the requirement. You guys can think on the requirement. You try to do it on your own, because coding is not something which you can learn from others. Coding is the something that you have to learn on your own. Okay. The people who don't know how to connect with the database, you can use simple JDBC also. You can use a simple JDBC also. You can write the query and you can insert the data and you can retrieve the data. If you don't know database, you can simply use a map to store the data. You can use a simple map to store the data. If you don't know database, you can use a simple map to store the data. Okay. In the persistence layer, you can use a simple map to store the data. If you know how to connect with the database, you can use a database components to store the data in the database. I want you people to try this requirement before coming to next session. I want you people to try this before coming to next session. Can you guys try this before coming to next session? You understand the requirement clearly? So tomorrow, I'm not going to take the class because our class is at night. So tomorrow, 31st, people will be in the party mode, right? So tomorrow is a holiday, and January 1st, we have the next session. Saturday, we have a class. This Friday, we don't have a class. Srikanta will do that now. This Friday, we don't have a class. We have our next class on Saturday, January 1st evening at regular January 1st Saturday. We will plan the session little early. Okay. So in the Saturday session, tomorrow morning 18 JRTP class is there, guys. Tomorrow morning 18 JRTP is there. Tomorrow morning 18 JRTP is there. So tomorrow evening 13 and 14 SBMS class is not available in the evening tomorrow. So Saturday, as usual, all the classes are available. Saturday, all the classes are available. Got it? For you people, you need to practice the examples that we have developed in the WebMVC module, and you need to work on this assignment. This is the homework for you guys. You have to try developing this web application using layered architecture. We will work on this application in the Saturday session, that is 1st January. We will work on this application on 1st January. 1st January we have our application development. Okay. So I wish all of you advanced happy new year. I will see you on 1st January in the evening session. 1st January we have the regular class, so we will work on this layered application development in the 1st January class. Okay. Yep. Thank you all for your wishes, and I wish you all of you advanced happy new year. We'll meet again in the new year with layered application development. Thank you all of you. I'm uploading these class notes in the Google Classroom now. You can find out in the Google Classroom the assignment, both the paint file and the notepad. I will upload into Google Classroom now.